Hello and welcome, my good little friends. How are you doing today? We're going to play Death Valley on Impoppable Mode, and we're going to do it naps. Can you guys believe that? I know I can barely believe that, because this is just a little bit of a ridiculous thing to watch. Death Valley get beaten. I know when Death Valley first came out, it was like the hard map. It was like the hardest one yet. And nobody knew how to do it. And then we realized, oh man, you just gotta spam dart monkeys. That's the best way to do it. So you just keep on spam, ram, spam those dart monkeys like nobody else has ever seen. And then of course you gotta farm a little bit. If you don't farm at all, you're just gonna get totally screwed over. But sadly enough, dart monkeys do not do very well in the mid game. You know, around 12 to 20, 30, maybe 12 to 30, they just don't do good, so you can't spam them all the way. You gotta start using some other towers. What am I gonna use? Well, you guys know what I like to use. I like to use the engineers! So we pop out some engineers right here into Death Valley. Mainly on the bottom. So just, what is tough about this map? Why does everybody have such a huge, like, oh my god, it's a Death Valley thing? Why? It's because of the bottom. I mean, look how short that bottom is. It probably is the shortest pathway in the game. Bloontonia Mine even has both sides where it goes up, then across a little bit, then down a little bit. So yeah, it's longer than Bloontonia Mine for sure. I know Bloontonia Mine is definitely tough, especially without the saves and everything like that. But I can't say that this is any less tough on the bottom. But on the top, you know what, it's definitely a lot easier, and that's the thing that makes this game not too bad. Because the top is so long, you get to build most of your towers in the bottom there, and that's a pretty good solid defense there. And also, if you can farm just a little bit, I only got 2 farms, but I got a really solid defense with those 2 farms, so I'm feeling pretty darn good about this. Also, you can actually use spike factories on this level, which helps you out so much on Impoppable Mode. It is just plain ridiculous, because if you can get those spike factories up, you don't really have to worry very much about that one little life. Because it's terrible having to worry about that one little life all the time and just keep spamming spike, 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 spike every single level and having little yellow balloons sneak through and little pink balloons sneak through. Not fun to have to deal with that, especially on Down the Drain. Because you know what, guys? I got a huge beef with Down the Drain right now. Because Down the Drain has been a gigantic jerk to me, and I've been very unhappy with Down the Drain. You guys want to know what happened to me? Alright, so here's the deal. I was playing Down the Drain, trying to do it naps. Alright, now let me first off say that I have not beaten it naps yet. Okay, that's just, first off, that's off my chest. I tried doing it. It took me about 15 tries to get reasonably far. I kept getting better and better and better, and eventually I was like, oh, I'm actually not doing that bad. I get to level 46, I get my 4-2 balloon chipper up. I'm like, oh, sweet, dude, I got a 4-2 balloon chipper. I'm doing pretty darn amazing here. Yeah, all right. And then I get to level 47, and then they're like, oh, wait, yeah, there's lots more ceramics coming through. So I'm like, okay, no problem. I can take care of ceramics. And a pink camo leaks. Stupid pink camo. It leaked on level 47. I had enough pop power and everything, and I even built road spikes too. Built road spikes, used road spikes on the map, and it just wasn't enough to defeat the pink camos. It was awful, because you have to use 4 sets of road spikes just to make sure that nothing happens. Then I do that, and I still leak balloons, because the regular balloons actually soaked up the regular road spikes, so bam! I didn't end up beating it, and it was very upsetting. I don't even think I would have beaten it anyways, to be honest with you. I think naps is... I don't like saying impossible, but I'm going to go with it today, and I'm going to say I don't think that you can do it, naps. I've been proven wrong several times before. I really have, and I would love to see you guys do it. Absolutely love it. I think it would be a stupendous feat to watch it get beaten naps on Impoppable Mode. Naps on hard, let alone, is just plain ridiculous, but on Impoppable, oh my god, you'd have to be a crazy fiend to do that. Absolutely, absolutely. I think, you know what, if you had a perfect gameplay with a perfect strategy, you would still probably end up using tons of road spikes and, you know, building really weird farms and all these really low-level towers in random places, like a lot of ice towers and stuff like that, just to make it work. And even using dartling guns and stuff to micro while doing that, which microing with dartling guns while trying to use farms is just kind of ridiculous. So I think, and also, by the way, I'm saying you cannot use monkey farmers, because I haven't been using monkey farmers either. So what I did was I actually changed it up, and I was like, alright, screw it, guys. I'm not going to use the I'm not going to do it naps anymore. I decided, screw the naps. I'm going to use the dart monkeys, the dart monkey specialty building. So I ended up using the dart monkey specialty building, but then I noticed that the 4th tier towers was splody darts, and I was like, dude, that's not cool. I don't want to use splody darts. So they got 3rd tier dart monkeys, which does help out quite a bit, but it's just like, wasn't enough still. I still have not yet I haven't beaten it yet. It's awful. It's terrible. I got to level 47 or 48 again, and I died. Not good, not good. So I'm going to have to keep on working on that, editing my strategies a little bit, hopefully do a little bit better. Main problem is I get really, really angry because I ended up redoing this exact same thing over and over and over again, and it's just kind of random chance where my engineers build their sentry guns to beat them sometimes and not beat them other times, and the road spikes are just too hard to use and down the drain. You can't watch 4 spots at once, and even if you look at the entire screen, it just doesn't work out. So that's my little rant about down the drain right now. I'm still working on it. You guys will see it eventually, hopefully, if I don't break my iPad in the meantime. But yeah, so what's going on with this level right here? Well, I got kind of a weird setup going on for me. I actually have a lot of popping power on the bottom there, as you could tell. Boomerang, Engineer, got Dart Monkeys, got a 4-2 Cannon, got my Ninja really darn close to the bottom there. Doing a pretty solid job. On the top, you really don't have very much. I mean, I got a couple Bloon Chippers, I got a couple Dart Monkeys, and then of course you got the Arctic Wind and 4-2 Cannon. But those guys aren't even really perfect for this spot. But surprisingly enough, doing a decent job at popping these guys. Also, I'm thinking, maybe I'll get some glue or something pretty darn soon. The glue seems to be very effective. I know the 2 glue gunners that I have right now are okay, but they're still not exactly what I want to see. I want to get some sort of high-level glue gunner. 2-3, at least 2-3. I usually love the 2-3 glue gunner. I'm not a huge fan of those 3-2 glue gunners just because you don't seem to glue as many balloons, and even though it pops a lot of them, that's not really the point of the glue. The glue is to slow down all the things so your towers can pop them, not to pop balloons, and that's why I try not to use the 3rd tier balloon chippers, or not 3rd tier balloon chippers, left-sided glue gunners. It just doesn't seem to work out for me. Anyways, another big problem with this level for me was trying to find good spots for farms. The farms just don't fit anywhere, guys. You got like maybe 3 farm spots you can fit them in. I know in the Flash version you can fit them in a lot more spots, but not so much in this one. Also, almost lost on level 70 to those camo balloons. Oh man, I never lose to camo balloons anymore. I've always gotten a Monkey Village up to 0-2 by this time and easily dealt with all those balloons. Sadly enough, my Ninja was not enough, and my Bloon Chippers were not enough while in the range of my Monkey Village. And then the other good popping power towers that I normally have in the range of the Monkey Village were not. So the Cannon and the Arctic Wind were not in there, and I almost lost because I had to spam billions of sets of road spikes. And eventually I ended up getting enough money from my farms to build the 0-2 Monkey Village, and I was able to get that cam protection up, and it was very, very close and very, very upsetting. But we did it. Yay, we did it. So now I got another big chunk of cannons back here. I'm thinking that my balloon pop power is definitely still kind of a problem. I need more. I'd love to get more. The 4-2 Cannon and Arctic Wind, are they enough? You'd like to think it's enough, but it kind of really isn't sometimes. So I ended up getting the glue gunner up. I decided, you know what, the glue gunner is going to be very helpful for level 76, very helpful for level 78, and then also a few levels beyond that, why the heck not, we can use them a little bit. But sadly enough, now I don't have enough Moab popping power. I only have 4 Bloon Chippers, maybe, yeah, I think 4 Bloon Chippers. So I need some more, like stat. S-T-A-T. I need stat Bloon Chippers, man. I need them all over the place. Just spam them, guys. Spam those Bloon Chippers. Go. It seems like up until level 78 is usually the point where you need more balloon popping power, and then once you get to beyond that point, spam the Bloon Chippers or spam the Moab popping power. I don't even care if it's Moab Maulers. One thing that I've noticed a little bit lately is that if you can fit them all, one of the good things to do is put Bloon Chippers closer to the front, and Moab Maulers more towards the middle, and then your balloon popping power obviously more towards the back. That seems to be like the general rule on how to fit things in there perfectly, because a lot of times the Bloon Chippers have so many Moabs coming through at the exact same time that they can't soak up all the Moabs. So you actually have to build Moab Maulers to help deal with those Moabs, or at least pop some of the layer off so it pops the Moab a little bit faster, and your Bloon Chippers can soak up more Moabs faster. At least that's the way it seems to be going for me. Now here's where I got really, really scared, because it looked like I was doing enough stuff to them, but I didn't know for sure. I definitely didn't want to lose on level 82. So I decided, you know what, I'll have to sell my farm and get a Sun God. Is that a smart thing to do? Well, I think that's more up to you guys than up to me. I don't know. I'd rather be safe than sorry. And I think I can handle level 84, and level 85 is going to be a little bit difficult as well, but I think I can handle it. I got to get get a lot of stuff up here, though, guys. Balloon chippers. I was hoping for a 4th tier mortar on the right side so I could use the ability to install the balloons. Nope, not allowing me to get it, so that's kind of terrible. Also, I got a Spike Factory Spike Storm up in this hizzle, so I'm going to use that guy up very, very efficiently as well. Also, if you noticed, I used my 2-4 Ninja, which is definitely one thing you always have to get if you're having a hard time on this last level. Always get the 2-4 Ninja. And we're going to spam our Spike Factory upgrade. We're going to spam the Blade Maelstrom, and we're going to take these guys down. As always, thanks for watching. Have a super duper delicious day. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and if you want to see a little bit more sweet action, feel free to check out the over 200 episodes of BTD Battles. And we got some mobile down there, if that's what floats your boat. Also, Bloons Monkey City, one of my favorite games, and if you just want a little bit of a quickie, we got some random mod series down there. That's all I'm going to have for you guys today. As always, thanks for watching, have a super awesome day.